Hello, everyone. This is Father John Cordero. I am from the Holy Family Church in Artesia, California, and I'm here to give a tutorial on how to improve the audio of your broadcasts, especially right now that many of the churches are trying to reach out to their parishioners through live streaming. And since you may not have certain equipment that will really be of broadcast quality, there are options. And I'm here to try to share what we have. If you look at our actual church broadcast, we are using a live streaming device in the church itself. And that live streaming device is a turnkey system. That means it's one complete device which has all the switchers and everything which connects to the other cameras, and then it has robocams, but that will take time. So I have two options because I believe that there is a high-end option. Of course, ours is not yet high-end. It does not broadcast in 4K, but there are options for parishes or churches that want to broadcast. And the first one is what I'm doing right now using my cell phone. Of course, we can have good uh, a good system in place with just the cell phone, but the problem will mostly be the audio. And I'm here to offer some advice in order to improve the audio. First of all, the audio will be very much improved if we use a dedicated microphone close to the person himself. So, well, himself. I'm using that because I guess this will be used mostly by priests when it comes to live streaming masses. So, usually we rely on the audio of the camera, and if we are in a large space, then you will hear echoes and the voice will not be clear. What I'm using right now, even though I am connected and using a cell phone, is that I have this lapel microphone which is connected to the cell phone right now. And how is it connected? This particular device that I have has this is a microphone I got from Amazon. It has it has options. I'll show it to you. You can either choose whether it's going straight to a dedicated camera. That means if you have a DSLR and you have this mic, I guess if you plug it in, I will switch it, then it will be in camera. But if you're using the phone, this has the option to slide it over the phone. And I just learned that we can't just change cables. There are it will have circuitry that has to be adapted per device. So if you're using a mobile device, a phone, an iPad, or maybe an Android device, you will need uh, a SC4 cable. Okay? Shera Charlie 4. And what is that? Well, it's not a cable, it's an adapter, an SC4 adapter. Because most of our equipment, for example, this is a camera microphone. And this camera microphone, it has, of course, it plugs here. Okay, this is from my associate pastor. I borrowed it from him. But the usual plugs will be like this. Okay, can you actually see it? Let's see if I can focus it. There. Well, you know that if you press, then it focuses there. I hope it's focused. Okay, Did it focus? Okay. Usually plugs like these have a tip ring sleeve configuration. Okay? Tip ring sleeve. So these are your usual stereo cables. And if you plug this in straight to your mobile devices. Okay, if you have an that's assuming that you have a plug, but if you have an iOS device, you may need this adapter first, right? A lightning one, and then you have this one. If you plug this in, then it won't be recognized as a microphone device. So you need an adapter from for devices like these, or for example, like in our church, when we have weddings, there is an output terminal where you can get sound straight from the sound system, which is used by our videographers. If you have that, then you can use the church sound system. You can have your own church microphones, and then using that, you can use that as an input signal to your device. So it's the same. You have this TRS cables, tip ring sleeve. Okay, maybe this is a this is probably okay. See, okay. I hope it can be seen. Okay, so however, again, for you to visualize it, a mobile headset. I'm going to unplug this microphone. Okay, and hello. Now we're using. I hope there's a sound. We're now using the sound of the camera. Okay, it's okay for a closed room. If this is all I'm going to do, then I will be happy already with the audio of the phone itself. But if you're going to be live streaming and the camera will be a little bit further away, maybe 5 or 6 feet, it will be greatly improved if you because these are the cables that are usually there for your mobile devices. Okay, it's a tip sleeves tip the tip ring sleeve. Okay, it's a tip. There's a ring sleeve. Then the bottom part is a sleeve. Then if you use that, then this is the one that you use for your phones, so that when these, in order to make these work, you need that adapter. I just ordered it from Amazon, but that's so that you can already start ordering them, and that will have, of course, a female input wherein you could plug in your other audio devices, either if you have other microphones, or if you have an output from your sound system, and that will greatly improve the audio, in my opinion. And you can stream from your cell phone, and it will be better. Now, of course, if you stream, it will be better if you don't use it in the selfie mode. I'm doing it right now, and probably because I do have dedicated lights, maybe the quality will be better. Remember, the quality of the camera that is behind the screen, that has higher quality. So if you have somebody that's manning the camera from behind, that will be much better, right? We don't violate the quarantine rules because we don't really have a lot of people there. So if you want to transmit with higher quality, then it might be better if we transmit using the back camera, and then there, in a sense, there is an operator. My my camera or my cell phone is connected to a tripod. So with the cell phone, make sure that before you broadcast, um, I would first of all try to see if my version of Facebook, I guess this is the medium that most of us will be using, make sure that it supports a landscape type of broadcasting. So before you, uh, usually I I try to see that the camera is oriented in the way I want it to broadcast. Before I then when I press live, you can see if the interface of Facebook follows also that orientation. So because sometimes people do broadcast with the video sideways like this, that is for me entry level streaming. If you'd like to go to the next level will be these are the stuff that you need. You will be needing a camera. Doesn't have to be a DSLR, as long as it has an HDMI output. So it can be a smaller camera, like for example, you could have a small camera which has an HDMI output. So this has an HDMI output. Okay, of course the cable is a little different, but it connects to an HDMI device, and you will be needing a device that will allow your camera to be inputted to a computer. And for the computer, because the ones that we use are Macs for our initial broadcast. So this is a sample device. This is a Black Magic mini recorder. So there is first of all an SD in. Well, if you have these kinds of cables, these are usually used for your security cameras, but there is an HDMI input. Okay, so from your camera with your HDMI cable, it enters into this device, and then it has a connection going to your computer. For some, there are now devices that uses USB, but this one for a maybe because USB 3s are faster, but before they have these lightning Thunderbolt. No, lightning. I get confused. Sorry. This is a Thunderbolt connection, which connects to your laptop. And the software that we have, and just do the research, the software is a free proprietary device called OBS. So if you're able to input the signal from your device, try to find capture devices. There are other brands out there, but for us, we use this Blackmagic device because we're using a Mac. Probably Blackmagic may have other devices that will allow to have your for you to have your video, your at least HD video to be recognized, and the signal will be received by your computer, and your computer connected to the internet. Hopefully there is a cabled connection so that you don't rely on Wi-Fi. For example, in this room, my connection is only by Wi-Fi and it's not good. So it keeps on cutting. That's why I'm not I'm not transmitting live. I am only videoing. Not videoing. How do you say? I am recording. I'm recording this video, and because of that, uh, because of that limitation with the Wi-Fi, then the transmission will be spotty. So that's why I'm recording it and I'm going to upload this one. But okay, remember that a good internet connection is essential. So uh, if you're going to be transmitting a Facebook Live, then make sure you have a dedicated connection. We do have that in the church. But for parishes that don't have a good internet connection or a good Wi-Fi that is dedicated to your device, then I would suggest just recording it and then uploading it immediately after. So there you are, my dear friends. Uh, Good luck. I think this is made particularly for parishes that are requesting this kind of tutorial. So God bless you from Holy Family Parish in Artesia. This is Father John Cordero. Bye.